Captain Alara Grayson had seen her share of strange planets in her years as an astronaut, but nothing prepared her for what she found on LV 426. She was stranded, her ship damaged beyond repair, communications systems fried, and no way to send out a distress signal. The alien planet was supposed to be barren, at least according to the data. But as she stood atop a ridge, looking down at the valley below, she saw something she had never expected: a city. But this wasn't a human city. Towering structures made of gleaming metals and stone rose from the ground in sweeping, intricate designs, each one reminiscent of ancient Earth architecture but with an entirely alien twist. And there, moving through the streets, were creatures tall, bipedal, covered in scales, with features that looked eerily familiar. Dinosaurs. Not the mindless beasts she remembered from her textbooks, but intelligent beings, walking with purpose, communicating, building. Alara's heart raced as she crouched behind a rocky outcrop, her eyes scanning the incredible scene. It seemed impossible. In her timeline, dinosaurs had been wiped out millions of years ago. But here, in this strange alternate reality, they had evolved into a dominant species, intelligent, advanced, and apparently thriving. She wasn't sure how long she sat there, stunned by the revelation. The implications were staggering. If intelligent dinosaurs existed here, on this alien world, did that mean they had left Earth long ago? Could they have developed space travel before humans even walked upright? The thought sent chills down her spine. The city was teeming with life, and Alara knew she had to learn more. After days of cautious observation, she decided to venture closer. Disguising herself with a cloak she fashioned from local materials, she blended into the bustling crowd of the dinosaur city. It didn't take long for her to notice the subtle differences between the species. Some were shorter and more compact, with bright, feathered crests on their heads, while others were tall and imposing, their scales a deep, reflective green. They communicated in a language of guttural sounds and clicks, interspersed with gestures she couldn't yet understand. As she wandered, Alara stumbled upon something remarkable, a towering structure that resembled a temple, its exterior adorned with intricate carvings that depicted not just the history of the planet, but images of the stars, planets, galaxies, and strange ships sailing through space. It was a library of sorts, filled with knowledge that seemed ancient yet incredibly advanced. The dinosaurs knew about the universe in ways that human scientists could only dream of. But then, as she delved deeper into their society, she uncovered something even more alarming. A faction of the dinosaurs, led by a ruthless leader named Shakar, was amassing power. These dinosaurs, militaristic and driven by conquest, had discovered that the planet was rich in a rare mineral, highly sought after by a dangerous alien race known as the Ravagers. The Ravagers had promised Shakar power and wealth beyond imagination if he helped them seize control of the planet's resources. It was here that Alara met Raxar, a young dinosaur scientist and an outcast in his society. He had been warning his people about the dangers of siding with the Ravagers, but few listened. The allure of power was too great. Raxar, unlike the others, believed in peace, in diplomacy. He dreamed of uniting the various dinosaur factions and even forging an alliance with humans, should they ever meet. And now, with Alara standing before him, it seemed that his vision wasn't so far-fetched. Raxar explained that the Ravagers weren't just after minerals, they sought to enslave the planet, to bend its inhabitants to their will. And Shakar, blinded by his thirst for domination, was playing right into their hands. The only hope for the planet lay in warning the other dinosaur civilizations across the stars and preparing them for the impending invasion. Together, Alara and Raxar formed an unlikely alliance. They began a journey across the planet, through dense jungles, over towering mountain ranges, and deep into subterranean caverns, seeking out allies in the dinosaur world. Each step brought new dangers. Ravager scouts were already on the planet, monitoring their progress. Shakar's forces, too, were never far behind, determined to stop them from spreading the truth. Alara, who had always relied on technology and brute force in her past missions, found herself learning from Raxar. The dinosaur's knowledge of biology, energy manipulation, and environmental harmony was light years ahead of anything humans had developed. And though she had always viewed dinosaurs as primitive, brutish creatures, she began to see their wisdom, their understanding of the universe, and their potential for greatness. Their journey was not without loss. They faced ambushes, betrayals, and near-death encounters with Ravager soldiers. But with each challenge, their bond grew stronger. Elara's human ingenuity and Raxar's deep connection to his planet made them a formidable team. As they reached the final stronghold of a neutral dinosaur faction, word came of an impending attack. The Ravagers were on their way, and Shakar's forces were preparing to hand over the planet. The fate of not only the dinosaurs but also of future human-dinosaur relations hung in the balance. The climactic battle took place at the city's heart, with Ravager ships darkening the skies and dinosaur forces scrambling to defend their home. Elara, Raxar, and their allies led a daring counterattack, using a mix of advanced technology and the planet's natural defenses. Lightning crackled from the sky, directed by energy towers the dinosaurs had built centuries ago. Massive, armored dinosaurs charged into the fray, their roars shaking the ground as they collided with the alien invaders. In the midst of the chaos, Elara confronted Shakar. The power-hungry dinosaur, now fully allied with the Ravagers, was determined to see his vision of dominance come to fruition. But Elara, using every ounce of strength and cunning, managed to disable his control systems, severing his link to the Ravagers. In a final, desperate act, Shakar lashed out, but Raxar intervened, standing between his people and the destruction they were headed toward. With Shakar defeated and the Ravagers driven back, peace was restored. But the cost had been great. Elara knew that this was only the beginning. The dinosaurs now understood the scale of the threat that lay beyond their planet, and they were ready to take their place among the stars not as conquerors, but as explorers and protectors. Elara, having found a new purpose, vowed to help bridge the gap between humans and dinosaurs. With Raxar at her side, she looked up at the stars, knowing that a new era was about to begin, one in which two intelligent species, separated by millions of years, would finally stand together.